Let's start on our sheets, or you can sit on, if this is not comfortable, just sit on your sit bones. We'll start sitting up tall today. So find that tall spine. Drop your chin down towards the chest just a little. Hands palm face down to help ground, or palm face up to receive. Tune into your breathing here. Become one with that breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Make that ujjayi breath, strong breathing. Breathe deep into the belly. And then exhale from the stomach, through the lungs, through the back of the throat, out of the lips, out of the nose. And today I wanted to do box breathing to work on lengthening that breath so we can use it while we're flowing. So we'll start with an inhale for 4. Let's do 5 today because I know it's with us. So we'll inhale for 5, 4. Pause at the top. Exhale for 5. Pause at the bottom. Big inhale through the nose. Pause at the top. And exhale for 5. Pause at the bottom. We'll do one more. Inhale for 5. Hold at the top. Exhale for 5. Hold at the bottom. Do another round at your own pace, finding length to whatever count feels best for you. Give you some time. Start with that inhale, hold it for as long as you can, as long as you can complete that square. Noticing what the breathing does, calms the senses, brings you onto this mat. Coming into your body, just noticing what you're noticing today. If there's any areas that need extra love and attention, or something you want to work on today. What's the body telling us? And then we'll start our ujjayi breathing. We can open the eyes and maybe come off of the heels. Maybe let's come to sitting on our sit bones now. And then take some neck circles, letting your head hang heavy. Go in all directions. Keep with that strong breath. And then today, when we come back to center and find a neutral spine, we'll grab our hands behind the back, straighten into the elbows, and pull your hands over towards that right hip. And then your chin is going to drop, and drop the chin over towards the right shoulder. Sit up tall in the spine. And breathe into the left side body, left side neck. Keep moving that chin over to find the stretch. Release through center over to the left. Hands go over to the left, chin goes over to the left. Now the chin up and down until you find that spot. Feels really good. Open. Cross the front of your neck into the collarbone, shoulder. And then we'll release back to center. Take some seated cat-cows, hands on the knees. Inhale, bring the chest forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, arch the spine, chin drops towards the chest. Use your breath here, tune into the spine. Let the breath guide the movement. Ujjayi breathing. All right, and then we'll release, come over the knees to tabletop. Take a bigger cat-cow here a couple times. Same thing, inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Get those hips involved. Exhale, drop the head, arch the spine. Just a couple cat-cow, adding more movement. And then take the hands a little bit farther in front of where they are right now. Lots, just hip circles. So going a bit wider, as wide as you can. Feel the sides of the hips, drops to the floor, breathe into it. Take your time here, even it out. All right, then we'll push back to tabletop and come up onto the knees. We're moving to a gates pose, so it's where we're on the knees, but then we'll take the right leg out to the side. Keep it in that same plane with the hips. And inhale, right, left hand goes up, right hand goes down, right leg. Breathe into the rib cage on the left, with the gaze be lifted where it's comfortable. And then exhale, drop the left hand all the way to the floor, right hand reaches up and over, breathing into the other side. Reach through the fingertips and the right heel. All right, and then from here, take your left foot. We're gonna come to a quad stretch. So left leg goes, the shin goes 45 degrees for your balance. And then try to reach for the right foot. Inhale, kick into the foot, open the front of the right shoulder as well, balancing on the left side. All right, release all the way back to center on those knees. Same thing, other side. So stick the left leg out. Left hand goes down, left leg, inhale. Right hand reaches up and over. Breathe into the rib cage, expand the lung. Reach through the right fingertips. Exhale, plant the right hand all the way on the mat. Left hand reaches up and over. One straight line from your heel to the fingertips. All right, look down at that right shoulder. Make sure you're in a good position. Wrist under shoulder. Take that right knee out 45 degrees. Coming to a quad stretch. So this challenges our balance here. Once you have it, inhale to kick into the foot, open the front of the left shoulder. Nice job, release all the way back to tabletop. All right, we'll thread the needle. So on an inhale, right hand goes higher than the sky. Exhale, right hand goes under the body. Let the head come down. Let the arm come down. Left hand on the mat. Breathe into the outside of that right shoulder. Maybe you even take your left hand to your low back, kind of testing your balance. And then we'll come out of thread the needle right side back to tabletop. And then next inhale, left side, inhale. Left hand goes up. Exhale, thread the needle, let the arm go far over to the right. Right hand on the floor to help guide you into the stretch. And then maybe take your right hand to the low back, just testing balance. All right, come back to tabletop. We'll take the right knee out, 90 degrees, breathe into the hip a little bit here. So nice wide circles on the right side. Bending that knee at 90 degrees. Protect the knee, opening the hip, even feeling the glutes activate here. And then keep the heels straight behind you, tuck the left toes. On an exhale, three-legged down dog. Straighten into both legs. Ground through the left heel. Plant those hands nice and firm. Inhale through the nose. Continue to open mouth, exhale. And then we'll return back down to the knees. Back to tabletop. Find your neutral spine, tabletop position. Bring that core up and in, and then we go to the left side, opening the left knee. Both directions. Breathing into the hip. How's this side doing today? Does it feel any different from the right? All right, kick the left heel straight back. Tuck the right toes, exhale. Send the hips high, send them back, down through the right heel. Sturdy through those fingers and palms. Turn the arms in a little bit. Strong shoulders. Breathe to the back of the right leg. All right, drop the left foot to down dog. And then exhale, look at the space between the hands. Walk your feet forward to ragdoll pose. Let the feet come under the hips. You can hang your belly out on the thighs, bend your knees a lot. I'm trying to get into the low back here. So you can grab the elbows. And sway side to side. Letting gravity pull the spine and the head down towards the back. Pull your core in, strong, engaged core. Maybe straight into one leg at a time. See how that feels. Turn into the hamstrings. And then release the hands. We'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Come all the way to standing. Let the head be the last thing to come up. And then the shoulders. Take a couple of shoulder rolls here. Lifting them up towards the ears. Settle them back down. Just opening across that chest space. Then we'll bring the big toes to touch, settling into a chair pose. We're actually going to grab the hands behind us and open the shoulders. So as we bend the knees for that chair pose position, we'll bend the stomach back down like ragdoll and let the hands come overhead. Breathing into the shoulders, let your gaze be down or maybe back. And then inhale, sweep the hands along the floor up to chair pose. Inhale to lift that chest, send the hips down. Ground through the heels. You can even wiggle your toes in chair pose. Exhale, prayer hands twist to the right. Left elbow, right knee. Work on that grip, and then work on pressing the palms together to add spinal twist. Inhale through center chair pose. Exhale takes it to the left. Warming up that spine. Warming up the legs. Press into the palms and look over to the left. Use that drishti. Inhale back to center and exhale forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shine heart forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Hold plank. And then today we're gonna do some hip oblique work. So you can either stay on the toes or drop to the knees. What we're doing is dropping the hips side to side, getting into the obliques. So they don't go to the floor, but they just tilt your hips down. Again, drop to the knees or stay here. Nice job, a few more breaths. Keep going with it. All right, come to center, drop the knees, lower down onto the belly. Hands under the shoulders, take those feet out, press them into the mat, and inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Let the spine go long, heels down towards the hips, or hips down towards the heels. Walk the hands over to the right. We'll breathe into that left shoulder here. Couple more breaths in child's pose. Walk the hands through center over to the left. Reach through the right fingertips. Open that right shoulder. Come back through center, tabletop to down dog. Make your way to down dog and then take 5 to 10 breaths there to get into your down dog. So move those, whatever adjustments you need. We'll let the fingers be wide, press the palms down, stable shoulders. Pull the ears away from the shoulders. Core is engaged. Heels reaching towards the mat. All right, let's inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or right armpit. Inhale, the foot goes high. Second exhale, knee to chest, arch the spine, pull that knee up. Inhale, the foot goes high. Third exhale, knee goes across the body, touch the elbow or up to the armpit. Inhale, the foot goes high. Fourth time goes right back where we were, or all the way to fallen triangle. Really protecting that right shoulder, the right wrist right under the right shoulder. Take your modification and return to down dog. Right foot back to meet the left. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, left foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow or armpit. Try and lift it higher. Good job. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lift. Third exhale goes across the body. Try and lift that knee. Inhale, fourth time. Exhale, fallen triangle. Let the foot go under the body, over to the right. Plant to the outside of the left foot. And return to your down dog. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Bend the knees, look at the space between the hands. Walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan that all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, bring the hands back overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shine the right forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take it through your plank pose or to your belly. Inhale to up dog or chaturanga, cobra pose. Exhale, we meet in down dog. All right, walk those hands about 6 inches closer to the feet. Bring your left hand into the middle of the mat. Right hand goes back to the outside of the left calf. Grip onto the leg and look under your left shoulder, or your left armpit, over to the left. Come back to center and place the hands, right hands in the center of the mat. Somewhere where you have balance, we want to find that stretch in this pose on the outside of the leg, the spine, the right shoulder doing a lot of work. Look under that right armpit. And come back to your down dog. Bring those hands a little bit back farther in front of the mat. Find your down dog again. And then this time we'll inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior two. Cartwheel, left hand down, right hand forward, heel to heel alignment. Deep bend in that front knee, getting into the legs. Opening the hips, settle down into warrior two. And then exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow, right knee, lift the left hand up and over. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand down, right hand up. Left hand can be to the low back too, that feels good. Reach through the right fingertips. And then we'll come to extended side angle again. This time, maybe if the shoulders are open, working on a bind, or yogi's choice. Take your extended side angle. Working on the bind, opening the shoulders, let the gaze be lifted. All right, release. We'll come back up through warrior two to star pose. So we're going to straighten into both legs. We'll start with the hands at heart center. Point the toes out. And then we'll exhale, lower down to horse pose. So let the knees track out towards the toes, hands at heart center. We'll inhale all the way up to star, bring the hands out wide. And exhale back to horse, hands at heart center. Use your breath, inhale, lift up. And exhale, center. Last one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands on heart center. We're holding horse now, so let those knees be tracked out. Really feeling it in the legs. Stay here or drop left elbow to left thigh, right arm, sorry. Yeah, go left and then right, yes, exactly. Right elbow, right thigh. Going down on each side. Feeling it in the legs. Yep. Last couple breaths. And then straighten into those legs. Come back to standing. We'll come into a wide-legged forward fold, so turn the toes into pigeon. If you like the shoulders today, you can take those hands behind you, clasp the hands, straighten the elbows. Inhale, find length in the spine. And exhale, forward fold. If that's too much in the shoulders, release the hands down at any time. And breathe into the back of the legs. All right, let's drop the hands, come back to the front of the mat, grounding through that plank pose. Step the right foot back to meet the left, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it, knee and down dog. Try to go one breath per movement. Find your nice stable down dog. And then inhale, left foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, drop the foot between the hands, come up warrior two. Big opening through the hips, track that left knee out. Heel to heel alignment. Look over those left fingertips. And then exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow, left knee, right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, reverse warrior. Come up with that strong warrior two legs still. Reach through the left hand. And then exhale, second extended side angle. Take your bind, lowering left shoulder under left knee. Grabbing the hands on the low back. Or take your yogi's choice, extended side angle. All right, slowly release. Come back to center with the chest. We're straightening into both legs. Coming to that star pose. Jenny asked for legs today, so we're getting legs. All right, point the toes out, hands out, heart center. On an exhale, squat down. The knees really track out. We're opening the hips here. And then 3 times. Inhale, lift up, star pose. Exhale, hands out, heart center, sink the hips down at your own pace. Inhale, find lift and lift. Exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, settle down to horse. This could be your horse today, or add those oblique elbow to thigh movements. Lots going on. Stay strong in the legs, straight spine. All right, nice job. Back to center. Lift up, straighten into those legs. Bring your toes into pigeon. Second, wide-legged forward fold. Hands can come to hips this time. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, slow control, you fold down. Releasing hands to mat. Maybe this time you grab outsides of those calves and pull the head towards the floor. Last exhale, nice release. And then walk the hands back towards the front of the mat. Take it through Chaturanga Vinyasa. Meet us in down dog. Now we'll come into a lizard pose, inhaling right foot high to the sky. Exhale, let it land on the outside of the right pinky. And then today, kind of sticking with the quad stretch. If you want to keep the chest lifted in lizard pose and then bring your left heel in. If you would like to open the quad today, totally optional. Make sure that left knee feels protected. You're stable through the left hand or the left forearm, wherever you are. Use your breath. Don't lose that ujjayi breathing. Let it help you focus. All right, release that all the way. Press into the palms, lifting back to down dog. Straighten into the legs, maybe walk the dog a couple times. And then inhale, left foot high to the sky. Come into lizard, exhale, lift that foot to the outside of the left pinky. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. You guys know what you're doing. Come into your lizard pose. offering a quad stretch today if you want to kick that right heel up. Always want to protect the knees though, so if you feel anything going on outside of the knees that doesn't feel right, you're across the top. Just come out of the pose. All right, slowly release. And then we'll come down to our bellies for some bow pose, some low back strengthener. So release all the way to the stomach. Hands under the shoulders. We'll start with windshield wiper. Just let the knees go side to side. Tune in with the low back. All right, so for today we'll do half bow, and full bow. So that's 3 bow poses. We're using our low spine muscles there. So half bow, we'll take right hand, right foot, left hand forward, left foot backwards. Gaze is center. On an inhale, everything lifts. You're kicking into your right hand as hard as you can. You're arching that back as much as you can from that low spine. Lift up and release. Let the hands come back, maybe under the shoulders or in front of the face, wherever feels comfortable. You can windshield wiper the legs side to side. Coming back to center, half bow on the left side. Grab your left foot with the left hand. Straighten through the right side, same thing. Gaze is forward on an inhale, lift. Everything lifts, the chest, the gaze, the hand, the foot, thighs. Keep lifting, kick a little harder. And release. Relax. Take some breaths before the third one. All right, last one, full expression of bow pose. Grab your feet, or if you need a strap, grab a strap to wrap around the feet. Third one, we're gonna try and go a little bit deeper here. So gaze is forward on an inhale. When you're ready, big lift. Kick up as hard as you can. Kick a little harder, gaze lifts, lift the chest, lift the thighs, balance on those hip bones. And release. Hands under the shoulders. Gently press back to child's pose. Go super slow, noticing the spine. And then finding length as you settle the hips down towards the heels. Counter stretch here. You can kind of rock side to side a little bit in child's pose too, just getting into different angles. All right, let's lift back. Through tabletop to down dog. Do one more flow before we stretch it out. So stable down dog, inhale through the nose. Open out, exhale. And then inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up high lunge this time. Straighten through those hands, through those arms. Straighten into the back leg, deep bend in the front knee. Settle that knee a little deeper, feeling that left hip opening. And then exhale, easy twist, left hand on the inside of right foot. Press through the left hand, raise up with the right hand. And then from here, we're gonna lift the left elbow to come up onto the right kneecap, prayer hands. High lunge with prayer hands. Pull that core in, working the legs, nice job. Stay here or open the arms, left hand down, right hand up. Look in front of the right hand, or right foot, step your left hand there, half moon pose. Lift that left foot off the mat, heel goes back. Nice job, we'll lower down to revolve triangle. Let the left hand slide in towards the right foot. Let the left foot land behind the right foot, heel to heel alignment. Right hand still reaching up. Inhale through center, pyramid pose. Find lift and length in the spine. And exhale, settle the forehead down towards that right leg. All right, inhale to lift, plant the hands, step the feet back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it knee and down dog. One more side here. Inhale, left foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up high, lunge. Try to use that transition nice and smooth, planting the foot right where it needs to be. Shoulders relax out of the ears and then pull that right knee up into its socket. Exhale, easy twist. Right hand to the inside of left foot. Lift up with that left hand. Trying to turn the chest over to the left thigh already. Big twist. And then lifting the hands to prayer position. Palms together, left knee, right elbow. Pull that core up and in. Nice job. Begin to move the weight forward. Look at the gaze, the spot in front of the left foot. Revolved half moon. Kick that right heel up. Left hand stays up. And revolve triangle. Step that right foot back, 3 to 4 feet behind the left. Keep the left hand in the air. Right hand on the mat, on the fingertips or on the block. Big stretch on the outside of the left leg. Release through center. Inhale, find lift in the spine, the chest. Exhale, pyramid pose, straighten into the left leg and let the head fall down towards the shin. Big stretch. All right, plant those hands, step back. Take it through chaturanga one last time, lean down dog. When you get there, drop to the knees. We're just gonna move to sitting on our sit bones. And straighten into the legs. So we'll take a staff pose first. So straighten into the legs, maybe moving forward, trying to get those sit bones to the mat. You can bring the hands to the hips. Inhale through the crown of the head, flex the toes up. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Use your hands to guide the movement, starting from the hips and then moving up the spine. Your head's the last thing to fall down towards the shins. Breathe into your legs and your low back here. Forward fold. Core is still engaged. Keep the core lifting up. All right, release back to sitting, and we'll take our right heel into the body and let the left leg stay straight. So bring the thigh in towards the body. And we'll take a shoulder stretch on the right side. Bowing over left leg. So wiggle the right shoulder in front of the right knee. And this could be where you're at today, just bowing forward over left leg, or trying to get that bind, left hand and right fingertips. Try to meet on the outside of that right hip. If you have the bind, maybe you use your shirt or some prop to get there. Inhale, find some length. And exhale, fold over left leg. Opening up so much right here, especially the shoulder, and the leg, the low back. Surrender to the pose. And then inhale, lift up, release. We'll let this right knee track out towards the mat. Keeping the right heel in towards the body. And then we'll get into the low back on the right side this time. So coming forward, bring the left forearm across towards the left shin. Inhale, right hand reaches up and over. Breathe into the low back. Open the rib cage. And releasing back to center. Press up with the chest. We'll switch the legs. Right leg goes long. Left heel comes into the body as close as you can, and then you wiggle that left shoulder in front of left knee. This can be your stretch today, or reaching back with the left hand, over and across with the right hand. Find your grip. If you have it, inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Not an easy pose. A lot of weird stuff going on. Should be feeling it in the back, the shoulder, and the legs. Relax that forehead down towards the shin. One last breath. And then inhale to lift and release. We'll take the right leg out 45 degrees now. Left heel stays in towards the body. We're going to bring that right forearm down and over towards the right shin this time. Open the chest. Inhale, left hand goes over towards right toes. Really big opening on that low back. Still feeling it in this groin area on the right leg and the hamstring. And release back to center. Nice job. Let's make our way onto our backs now. Roll down, find your comfortable position on the mat. Pull those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side. And then coming into our happy baby. Grabbing insides or outsides of the feet. Yogi's choice for happy baby. We'll be here for about 60 seconds to hold happy baby. You can rock side to side, getting those knees down towards the mat. You can straighten into the legs. All right, we'll come back to center with the knees, press the heels into the mat. We'll come into some bridge pose. Today we're gonna do a different kind of bridge pose. Instead of lifting both heels off the mat, that can be your option. Or we're gonna take right ankle to left knee and then inhale to bridge. So a little bit different. We'll do 2 on each side. So, when you're ready, place that left heel about where you can reach it with the fingertips. It might even be a little more center line of the mat today since we're not having the right foot down. Right ankle, left knee, hands by the side to support you, roll up onto the shoulder blades. On an inhale, press through the heel, press the hips up. Roll your shoulder blades underneath you again, if you can, and then maybe you grab those hands together. Keep pressing through the left heel. And release the hands, come all the way back down. We'll do one more on this side and then take it on the other side. You can drop the knees side to side, keeping that grip with the right ankle on the left knee. And then come back to center, ready for the second one. Place that left heel back down where you have a lot of stability to press and balance. On an inhale, lift up. Second bridge pose, grab those hands underneath you if you can, or use them to support you on the sides. Press the hips up, press your chest up towards the chin. And release. Nice job. Release the ankle off the knee. Windshield both knees side to side. All right, back to center. As if we're setting up for another bridge pose, this time we'll take left ankle to right knee. So that right foot might come towards the center line of the mat. For balance, roll the shoulder blades underneath you. Inhale, press through the heel, lift the hips. Let that left knee drop out. We're getting into the hips here. Keep pressing up. And release, hips to the mat. Keep the ankle and knee where it is, but then drop the knees side to side. Coming back to center, last one. When you're ready, press through that heel. Inhale, lift the hips. Grabbing those hands underneath you. Really trying to get the chest up towards the chin here. And release everything down this time. We'll bring the knees into the chest. Find length with your spine on the mat. And then we'll take supine twist. Let the knees fall to the right. Pick up the hips back towards the center line of the mat. So that left hip is stacked directly on top of the right hip. Cactus the left hand and let the gaze go left. Final supine twist. And we'll come back to center with the knees. Readjust that spine, find neutral. And then bring the knees back up towards the chest, supine twist left side. Let the knees fall to the left, pick up the hips. Bring them back to the center. All right, coming back to center. And then we will kick the heels up to the sky, getting some reverse blood flow to the heart. You can move up against a wall if you want a more restorative pose. Just keeping those feet elevated, or you can press the hands into the mat. Come all the way to a shoulder stand. If you get a shoulder stand, hold it for 5 to 10 breaths. If you're in restorative pose, just relax. can come down to plow pose if that's a new practice, letting the feet drop overhead, grabbing the hands underneath you. Big low back stretch. Trying to keep the hips high. Hold the chin or the chest towards the chin. And slowly we release all the way back down to the mat. And this time, taking any last stretches or poses that your body's calling for. Give you a minute. Get in any last movements. The body will settle into stillness after this. Get out whatever feels natural. And then settling into our final pose of class. Let the body find stillness. Let the legs go long, torso out to the side. Hands can be down by your side, or left hand on heart, right hand on belly. And dedicating the next 4 minutes to yourself. Trying to find that blissful peace that exists inside of us, never leaves. Surrendering to the last few minutes of your practice. movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers and toes. Feeling it go up the limbs. Feel it warming up that core, filling the heart space. Maybe expanding out your crown chakra. And then inhale, reach the hands up. You can flex the toes down, nice long body stretch. And then turn over onto your favorite side using that arm as a pillow. Little fetal position. Gently press yourself up. Be comfortable seated position. Holding the hands overhead one last time. Exhale, bring the thumbs down to the third eye center. Bring your awareness to that third eye. All of your awareness to that space behind the eyes. And then drop the head space down to the heart space until the two become one. The light of me sees and honors the light of me. Namaste.